Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial video. This one is going to be a little bit shorter, but it's just all about doing chrome. So here I got one in the standard silver chrome and one in a gold chrome. I just learned how to do this, and I'm going to teach you how I did it. So in this tutorial, we're going to be using Alclad 2 chrome and Alclad 2 gold titanium. Now, let's get to it. Now, first step that we want to do is we always want to prime our parts. In this one, I'm going to be using the Splash Paints Dark Gray Surfacer. The Dark Gray Surfacer is pretty good. I've used it a few times now, and basically when you're applying it to your kit, it leaves like this kind of like a gritty surface. That surface is really meant for the actual paint to grip onto. So like you're seeing right here, all I'm doing is I'm just making sure I get a nice even coat of primer across my entire surface area, making sure to get anything that's, that exposed green. And yeah, make sure we get these undersides, because this particular haro actually has a opening mouth gimmick, so we want to make sure we get these undersides as well, just to make sure we don't miss any spots. That way if we start looking at it at odd angles, we can see that we're not going to see any of the original paint. And that's it. Now our next step is to add a gloss black layer. So here I'm using the Alclad gloss black base, which makes this step relatively quick. To work with this gloss black base, gloss black base, say that 3 times fast, you want to do a nice wet coat. Basically, when you apply this, when you're finished applying this, you want to see your reflection pretty much without seeing any cloudiness or anything like that. If it's cloudy, it's not a good gloss layer. You want to make sure it's nice, clean, pretty much like a glass finish, and then leave it to dry for a while. Particularly, you want to let it dry overnight. Now our next step is to add the Alclad 2 chrome. So this is a pretty great chrome. This is one of the best that I've seen so far, next to the Spastix Mirror Chrome. And for this particular chrome, how you want to work with it is you want to spray thin mist layers at around 10 to 12 psi. So basically here I'm just barely holding down the trigger. I'm barely even pulling it back. I want a nice fine mist, and I want to go over the whole thing in nice thin layers, just a few times, and it gradually fills in. You don't want to spray it on like full on like paint. It won't look right. And when you're finished, it has a nice reflective surface. And my camera actually has a hard time focusing on it because it is so reflective. My camera is just picking up on the light itself and not the actual piece. And now on to our next step. Now our next step is to add the Alclad 2 gold titanium. And this is how I'm going to get that chrome gold look. I've worked with this a few times, mainly doing my burnt titanium look, but basically it works the exact same way as you would apply the regular chrome. So again, thin mist layers at 10 to 12 psi. And then as you're applying this nice and softly, you'll slowly start to see the chrome start to turn gold. I've seen other people achieve this effect going over with a clear yellow, but I don't know, that doesn't look as good to me. So I've been looking to do a nice reflective gold. I've been using the Tamiya Gold Leaf, but that stuff is pretty difficult to work with in an airbrush, particularly just because of how thick it is. You have to thin it down a lot. This stuff, you just pour into your airbrush and go. That's why I've been a really big fan of the Splash Paints and Alclad paints. And yeah, we're done. That's it. That's it for the tutorial. It was quick, easy, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to leave you off with some high quality photos of the finished product. Now the bottom half of the Haro, I didn't go as heavy, so that's why that chrome looks a little bit darker. But you know, you can also get that same effect by going over with black chrome. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Come back every Friday for another video. I do tutorials and reviews, and you know, do that whole fun thing of like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more or if you want to see something different. And with that, I will catch y'all next week. Bye.